Okay, so I'm going to try to do this with one hand, holding the camera here. Alright, so here's the sort of hybrid, well, it's a Taig Lathe with Sherline parts and so on. So here's a quick change tool post right here. And the small dial there basically moves the tool in and out as it's cutting whatever stock is spinning in the chuck here. Or I could have a chuck, I could have like a different collets. It's like an ER16 spindles there. So all right, so as you see here on the dial indicator, right, these numbers here, 25, 30, 40 represent the mils, which is a thousandth of an inch. So so let's say I need to take or turn down the part down to, let's say, 0.125. I'm at point 130, and I got 5 mil to go, or sometimes I got 13. I could be set here. There's a little bit of backlash, as you can see here, and there's no way to get rid of that. The backlash is always going to be there, so you always have to remember these numbers, do the count and all that. And I've messed up a few parts, so I always, you know, I don't mind if this is not CNC. I don't think I need a CNC lathe, but I wish I had DRO, which is a digital readout indicator. So I got this thing here from iGaging, right? So it's got a magnetic mount, you see. So what it is, it looks like a, if you want, it looks like a caliper, right? It's a caliper, and if you turn it on, right, you can zero it out, and as you're moving this slide in and out, it just like a caliper, right? It is an indicator, and you can do increment, zero, do some presets. You can make it in millimeter, and what's interesting, you can also have fractional. Even though for most intent I don't really use fractions, I use decimal, but as you can see, it does that. So the project I have is to somehow mount this, and you see it's got screw holes in the back. And the idea I have is, I think I'm going to mount it in the back down there, right down here somewhere. And I'm going to cut it, but I'm going to mount this in the back, and it's going to hold on a T-slots. There's a T-slot down there, and it's going to hold there's one fixed part, and the other part, the sliding ruler, if you want. I'm gonna make some kind of an attachment there. All right, so that's the plan. And on the next video, I'm gonna show you how I'm planning to design this. And eventually, although I find that the in this axis, this is the X. No, this is the X or the Y, whatever. It's not the ZZ is along the column. That's the most important one, because the other one I can control somehow by having a stopper down here. See, I could have a stopper, do my measurement, and say, all right, so now, you know, as I'm moving in and out, the stopper will just do whatever it's supposed to, and it goes back, and it's just right there, you see, right there. The stopper stops it. So really, usually when I turn something on, I turn it all the way to the stopper. But eventually I could add another indicator in the other direction. I have some ideas about that. But the project I have now is to somehow find ways to mount this so that it's standing like this, and find an easy way to take all of that out and put it back in, and cut the ruler there, and of course this is this is like a magnetic mount, right? So here's the part. All right, so that's the project.